13 years. It's been 13 long years since James Cameron took us to the breathtaking world of Pandora. Many of us grew up with the first Avatar, dreaming of riding a banshee and connecting with the vibrant life of that alien moon. We waited, and we wondered, could a sequel ever recapture that same magic, that same sense of awe? Well, the wait is finally over. An Avatar, The Way of Water, has arrived, not just to meet our expectations, but to completely submerge us in a whole new dimension of Pandora we never thought possible. The film picks up more than a decade after Jake Sully became one of the Na'vi and fought alongside them to protect their home. He and Neytiri are now parents, leading the Umatakaya clan and raising a new generation. We meet their biological sons, Netium and Loak, their young daughter Tuk, and their adopted daughter Kiri, who has a mysterious and deep connection to a They also have a human friend, Spider, a boy left behind on Pandora who grew up alongside the Na'vi children. For a while, there is peace. We see Jake embracing his role as a father and a leader, a life he never could have imagined as a human marine. But this peace is fragile. The Sky People, the humans, return. And 'tis time they're not just after their goal is colonization. Earth is dying, and Pandora is their new target. Leading this new invasion is a familiar and formidable enemy. Colonel Miles Squadish is back, but not as you remember him. Through a new program, his consciousness has been implanted into a Na'vi avatar body, creating a recombinant. He's bigger, stronger, and driven by a singular, burning desire for revenge against Jake Sully. This personal vendetta turns the tide of the war. Quaritch and his squad of recombinants hunt the Sully family relentlessly, turning them into a liability for the Umatakaya. To protect his people, Jake makes a heartbreaking decision. His family must leave the forest they call home. This is where the film truly earns its title. The Sully family seeks refuge with the Metkaina clan, a reef-dwelling tribe of Na'vi who live in harmony with the ocean. This transition is not easy. The Metkaina, led by Tonaweri and a very wary Ranal, are physically different. They have broader tails for swimming, greenish-blue skin, and a culture completely intertwined with the sea. Jake's family, with their forest adaptations and five-fingered hands marking their human heritage, are seen as outsiders, forest freaks. The kids, especially Loak, struggle to fit in, facing bullying and the challenge of learning a whole new way of life. They must learn to hold their breath for incredible lengths of time, to bond with new sea creatures like the skimwing and the illu, and to understand the rhythm of the tides. It's through these struggles that the heart of the film beats strongest. The Way of Water is, at its core, a story about family. Jake, once a fearless warrior, is now defined by his role as a father. His constant mantra is Sully stick together. This is his strength, but also his greatest weakness. His fear for his children's safety makes him cautious, sometimes even harsh, especially with his rebellious son Loak, who constantly feels the pressure of living in his older brother's shadow. The family dynamics are complex, relatable, and beautifully portrayed. We feel their pain, their joy, and their fierce love for one another. And then there's the world. If you thought the floating mountains were stunning, Wait until you see the oceans of Pandora. Cameron has outdone himself, creating an underwater ecosystem that feels more real and alive than anything we've seen on screen. The coral reefs glow with bioluminescent life. Schools of alien fish move with hypnotic grace. And the sheer scale of the environment is awe-inspiring. This isn't just a backdrop. It's a character in itself. The Metkayina's connection to the ocean is profound. They have a spiritual bond with the Tolkien massive, highly intelligent whale-like creatures who are considered their spirit brothers and sisters. These Tolkien have their own language, their own culture, and a history of peace. This peace is shattered when we learn about the human whaling operations. In one of the film's most powerful and harrowing sequences, we see humans hunting the Tolkien, not for resources, but for a small amount of a substance in their brains that stops human aging, a priceless commodity. This brutal act highlights the stark contrast between the Na'vi's reverence for life and humanity. Destructive greed. It's a powerful environmental message made all the more impactful by the bond we form with a specific Tolkien named Piak. He's an outcast, a lone warrior, who finds a kindred spirit in the misunderstood Loak. Their friendship is a beautiful and central part of the film's emotional core. As the Sully family begins to find their place among the Metkayina, Quaritch's hunt intensifies. He learns the ways of the Na'vi, even taming his own banshee, using their own culture against them to track Jake down. The conflict inevitably follows the Sullys to the sea, leading to an explosive action-packed final act that is both visually spectacular and emotionally devastating. The battle that unfolds is a masterclass in filmmaking, seamlessly blending underwater combat, high-stakes ship battles, and deeply personal confrontations. It's not just about Na'vi versus humans. It's about Jake versus Quaritch, son versus father, and the desperate fight to protect the ones you love. The final hour is relentless, a roller coaster of triumph and tragedy. Cameron doesn't pull any punches, and the stakes feel incredibly high. The losses are real, and they hurt, reminding us that war has a devastating cost, especially for families. Yet, through the grief and the chaos, themes of resilience and hope shine through. The family is tested, broken, but ultimately their bonds are forged stronger in the fires or, in this case, the waters of adversity. By the end, Jake Sully has a profound realization. Running is no longer an option. The Metkayina have become their people, the ocean their home. This is where they will make their stand. Avatar, The Way of Water, is more than just a sequel. It's a monumental cinematic achievement. It pushes the boundaries of visual effects to create a world so immersive you can almost feel the water on your skin. But beyond the spectacle, it tells a deeply human, or perhaps deeply Na'vi, story about the universal struggles of family, belonging, and protecting our world from destruction. It's a film that demands to be seen on the biggest screen possible, a true event that reminds us of the power of cinema to transport us to other worlds and make us feel something profound. James Cameron made us wait 13 years, but he delivered an experience that was absolutely worth it. It leaves you breathless, emotional, and eagerly anticipating the next chapter in the saga of Pandora. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.